It's a great day. Everything is good. Yeah.
That's good. Always good to have you. And just start off by telling me a little bit about yourself. Who are you? What's your mission? Why are you here?
My name is Andre. I'm from Clean Kitchen. We're the only cleaning and disinfecting company for people of marginalized communities, Black, Indian, Latino, people of the LGBTQ spectrum, even people of the autism spectrum, any type of marginalized community, any type of community which people are just existing and doing their best job at being themselves, and there's some type of, watchdog or there's some type of gatekeeper that says, hey, you guys aren't worthy of these positions at a high level. And we just we're just trying to break that concept and just letting everyone realize there's enough to go around, right? When you start to tell people there's not enough to go around, what happens is like scarcity sets in. And that's the whole point, is kind of to like separate people on different levels. And we want that barrier to be removed because we realize that, we want to play the game too, right? People of marginalized communities want to play this game of capitalism of life at a high level. Mm-hmm. We need to become the gatekeepers.
Exactly.
And when we become the gatekeeper, I'm sorry, but anyone deserve it. I'm letting them run through. Because I would want someone like that to do that for myself. So that's what we do.
Awesome.
That's who I am, that guy.
That is amazing. So just getting into one of the first questions, what does success mean to the company?
Success to the company, I had this goal, which is like ridiculous. I said by this summer, I wanted to hire 100 people.
100?
100. And the reason for that is there's way more than 100 of us who needs opportunities, like 100 million, right? But success means more of us are reaching our financial goals. Mm-hmm. I'm just here to help you reach the financial goal. You don't need the big education. I mean, that concept has been dying for a while. Look at Google, right? There's so many jobs where you don't even need a bachelor degree, right? We're bringing that to the cleaning industry. Because at the end of the day, service-based jobs, being a plumber, being an electrician, very valuable, being an elevator technician, very valuable positions that people tend to look down on. Absolutely. Which is insane. You got YouTubers, you got people wanting to be rappers, but let's be realistic. Mm-hmm. These are things that keep us all moving. It's cool to be a YouTuber, great, be that. Mm-hmm. But don't, just because you want to do that, and that's like more unobtainable than be working in the service industry. This is like something that's feasible. Mm-hmm. Have passive income. Yeah, you could do that, but don't forget to have passive income. And what we're saying is it's cool to have passive income. Like it's cool to like have money while you're chasing your dreams, if that's what you want to do. Right. I think we're just here to like protect ourselves, self-preservation. You know the old saying, keep our family together, be able to help our friends, be able to help each other. And a lot of times, when we had the height of Black wealth, most people, you had so many people working in the service industry. Mm-hmm. Then what happened is, there's so much imagery on TV, right? Like the Jeffersons was like, these guys owned a laundromat, cleaning company. It was feasible. Right. Then you got images of people being rappers, actors. People want less feasible jobs. We need to bring back wealth to our community. I'm doing that one step at a time. And then when I'm finished doing this, someone else is to take over. I want people who work for me, the young guys, I want them to start their own branch.
Exactly.
That's the point. And that's success.
That is what is missing from a lot of corporations. So you're basically just saying that you kind of want to be the stepping stone for a lot of people and just to give them opportunities so that they can, walk into
1,000,000%.
Passions and dreams and things like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's dope. So what's the story behind your company?
All right. So, the first job I got, I was a custodian. I couldn't get any jobs besides being a custodian. It was the worst thing in the world. I was like, even when I was young, I couldn't do nothing but I tried to apply to Wendy's and Taco Bell. They wouldn't take me. It's like, well, if I don't have experience, what do you expect me to do? So the first job I got was being a custodian. Second job I got was being a custodian. No, it wasn't. It was working after school. But the highest paying jobs I continuously got was being a custodian. I enjoyed it. It was cool. I mean, it was cool money while I was in college. But one thing I realized is they treated people weirdly, right? You had a bunch of people that were immigrants or maybe didn't exactly have the best college education. You know, maybe they didn't come from these families of wealth.
Absolutely.
And you would have these guys, they would hire them and they wouldn't pay them adequately for what they deserve. And that's what made people like look down on custodians. Everyone needs a custodian. Mm-hmm. Everyone needs clean things.
Absolutely.
So what happens when you demonize that? You got less young people want to work. You got a bunch of older people want to work. And then it becomes another situation where they're gatekeeping. You know, I was the young guy at the job. They were treating me like, look at this young guy. I'm like, you guys should want me to be able to be the next supervisor, to pass down, to be able, it's like, you can't just have continuously older people working there. Older people that you're abusing and paying them less than what they deserve at that. Mm-hmm. No, we got to change that dynamic.
Yeah.
So if I have to be like I don't even know if there's a correct term where they say the Indian over the hill. I think that's actually, I don't think that's racially sensitive. But just the guy to jump that boundary and set that chain reaction. You know, people don't understand how essential that is. Mm-hmm. So we're like bringing that back. Mm-hmm. Like young guys we need us. We keep this thing pushing. Yeah. You know, they say the children are the future. Yeah. How are the children the future if they are all YouTubers? That's not to shoot that down. I'm just saying, like, you know, we need this. Yeah. We need this, you know?
Yeah, I think a lot of establishments are very funky about giving opportunities to young people. And I think if a lot of people took on that mindset, you know, the children are the future, you have to give them opportunities so that, you know, the wheels could keep turning.
Exactly.
But why is now the time for your company to exist?
Inflation, one. You got so many jobs still paying these guys $15 an hour. Yep. Like, let's up that a little bit. I mean, I know how much you guys are doing the bids for. Hey, I'm here, knock, knock. Hey, I'm here. I do commercial cleaning and I worked there for 10 years. I know how much these bids are going for. Yep. I know you have enough money to give them 20 an hour. You have enough to give them 25 an hour. Why are we being greedy? Yep. How am I, a new guy, taking this kind of like philanthropic role of just saying, no, I'm giving my wealth to these guys? Why is that so hard? Right? Why do you got these guys like Jana King? I don't want to put any names out there, but it's true. I work for them. They're getting so much money, just a penny pinch. Like, it is the time now. It is, you know, we had this period called the Great Resignation. Everyone's quitting their jobs. People need work. Absolutely. They need high paying jobs, not even just, they need livable wages. Let's scratch high paying, livable. We live in Connecticut. Why are people still getting 12 an hour, 13 an hour? Wasting their hard time. Mm-hmm. What is that about? We have to change that dynamic. So it's the perfect time. People need to get back in the job market right now. I'm here. Mm-hmm. I'm here for them. Yeah. Knock on my door. I won't do you like those guys. I love you. I identify with you. Mm-hmm. I am you. We are the same person. I'm not on any different pedestal to you. I'm just a guy with a vision. And you'll one day like manifest the vision that you have for how to change the world. And I'm literally just doing that with the vision that I've been given. Everyone should follow their vision. And if they're not, they're wasting their time. Why should you be working for someone in which you don't, if you don't share the same vision with someone, you shouldn't work for them. Absolutely. I'm talking about as a career, like not as a job. You know, I'm cool with people doing this to get to the next step, but you should believe in it if you want to stay there. Mm-hmm. Like the people that want to work for us, all the applications, they believe in what we're doing. Yep. We are the people are us. I am the people. Mm-hmm. This is a protest. This is a protest against what's going on. It's not silent. I'm loud. I'm here. This is clear. Yeah. Don't mistake it. I'm not one of these guys. I'll never be. Mm-hmm. I ever got $1 billion, I give like 900 million of it to the people. That's what it's about.
That's a lot.
Come on.
So if you weren't building your startup, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't building my startup, I'd be building someone else's startup. I'd be doing something I believed in. Can't be working. Mm-hmm. Can't work. When you realize that you have so much things to give to the world, you kind of get like depressed, I guess, right? When you realize that you're not living to that potential. No one wants to be home watching TV. People do that out of escapism, because what happens is like, remember like that poem we read when we was younger, like what happens to a dream deferred? Like, not even going into that, just the title. Like, why defer your dreams? It makes you sad. When you're not living to your potential, it bothers you. So I would be doing something that I believed in. Couldn't go back to working. Can't go do the things that I don't believe in with people who don't believe in me.
Definitely. And what would you say at the moment, how do you measure success? What are your metrics for success?
How fulfilled I feel by realizing that I'm envisioning my goal. You know, we've done, you've been here the whole time. It's been trial and error, but it's fulfilling to know that your vision is being fulfilled. So the more that it gets fulfilled, and like, you know, there's levels to this. Every time we get to a different step, it's like another level to get to, another level to get to, and we're taking our time building from the ground up. Success is just like knowing that we're smart enough. You know, sometimes you doubt yourself. Like, we're smart. We're doing it. Everyone that works for us, we're doing it. Everyone that's going to work for us, we're doing it. Knowing that, like, this vision that we all believe in is happening before our eyes, and will continue to evolve, and we'll continue to hit every metric of, okay, you know, someone works for us, they feel fulfilled. This is a family-like work structure. A lot of people who are going to work for us, they wouldn't have done anything else. There's going to be people who come off the street, wouldn't have been doing too much.
Right.
Here to change that. Don't want them to do that anymore. No, come work for me. No, if I could just change one person, I know I'll change way more than one person, and then we're going to branch off. I want at least 3, 4, 5 different locations in every city where there's a lot of marginalized people who aren't getting employed. Connecticut is one of the most, and I love Connecticut, but it's one of the most divided states. Education, wealth inequality. Come on, the housing market. Come on, like I'm living that. No, we breaking those doors down. And in every city that's like that, every state, we're doing the same thing. That's my goal. That's what success is, being able to help as many people. One less person on the street, come on, that's a life fulfilled.
So where do you think your growth will be next year?
I want to have different locations to be able to franchise. But if that doesn't happen, I just want to have these bigger accounts with people who understand the vision. You know, we don't want any clients who don't understand it. We talking about, you know, we're mainly commercial right now. We want real estate. We're doing commercial right now. We want residential. We want every market, because we want everyone that believes in this mission. We want you. We're trying to configure that right now, even though we're doing mainly commercial, but that's the vision. Because I know people believe in this, and it's awareness. Let's get this awareness out here. You know? Let's do it. And
what would you say is your biggest threat? What are your biggest challenges?
We're here because of capitalism. We're able to do what we do because of capitalism, but there's also evil that comes with it, where people don't care about the livelihood of other people. And sometimes I do get anxious that may become a reality. And instead of, like, you know, people wanting to believe in the mission that we're doing, even though we know we're doing something great, it's just like, oh man, I've been sick of these guys for forever. I don't care. It's capitalism. It is what it is. Like, that selfish, you know what I mean, inherently selfish motive that people have. It's the biggest threat, inherently selfish motives. And I'm not trying to bully anyone to saying you need our service, but, you know, we're doing something positive. What we're doing is life-changing. What we're doing is defining. I understand that. I wouldn't invest my time into it if it wasn't that.
Absolutely.
So I'm not trying to bully anyone, like, hey, if you don't go to us, you're like xenophobic or whatever phobic it is, but it is what it is. We're here, we exist, and because of that, you should come meet with me. You know, some people will look at it and be like, he's a young black kid. They kind of like just look at you like you don't know things. I know things.
Oh, definitely.
And if you could talk to me, you see I know. They judge off appearance. Like,
appearance is everything.
Appearance is everything.
I mean, I definitely judge people off of appearance as well. So.
But that's just like, there's some type of ism for that. It's not right. Because, growing up, I used to do that. I wasn't always the nicest kid. Who I am right now is someone I developed myself into, just taking characteristics of people I admire over time. And I used to do that to people, Oh man, look at this guy, he does not dress the part. He doesn't wear nice stuff, this, that. It's the smartest guys now. These guys are my friends. I wouldn't have been friends with them 10 years ago. I'm not judging off appearance. We're not doing that. Give people an opportunity. How many times, you've been, be personal. I know your story. I know you worked in the corporate environment. People who deserve those positions, they just went after people who look like bros. It's not right. Yeah. Especially if you knew someone could have been a talent there. So that's it. Now, I don't know if I wrapped it up or anything, or I even answered it, but.
No. It sounds really good. I wish you the best of luck. And then that's pretty much it for now. Do you have anything else you want to add, or?
Yeah. Hey, listen, if we could open one of these up in Nigeria, that's heaven.
That would be dope.
That's heaven. That's heaven. That's heaven.
There's a lot of real estate to maintain out there.
Oh man, it's growing economically. It's tremendous. Africa, the growth that I've witnessed throughout my lifetime is tremendous, and I don't know if I can be a part of that, but that's my biggest goal, is to be a part of that, because it's beautiful and it feels real. It feels like something that I know we can be a part of.
Yeah. And then one more thing before you leave is, you had said that you wanted to hire 100 people at first, and you felt like that was a lot. And then you realized there was actually way more than 100 people that need a job.
Right.
So I just hope you're able to, reach those people effectively, and that those people will find you. Listen,
I couldn't be here without God. So at the end of the day, I'm just like the remote. I'm just a receiver. I'm nothing more than a receiver for vision. Absolutely. None of this is me. Exactly. I tried, one thing about this that keeps me going is I don't get caught up in my own personal issues. That's how you lose inspiration. You're fulfilling a vision. That's worthwhile. That's what keeps you on. Okay, maybe I don't got food to eat. Maybe I got to go back on my car though. All those struggles you go through, that's what makes it worth it. When you make it about yourself, you already shot in the foot, because you're going to go through things. That's it.
Okay. Well, this was